Welcome back to your latest aviation news recap. It's time to take a look at developments for Lufthansa Cargo. Some pretty big news at Boeing and their 737 MAX program, and unfortunately some Boeing 747 freighters have been put on the chopping board. But starting with the leading story, and that's related to Boeing's 737-10, part of the MAX series. You'll have to excuse the video footage of other aircraft variants, but given this plane is yet to be certified, I don't have much to work with. And, well, this variant has officially been cleared by the Federal Aviation Administration to begin certification flight testing. The approval from the government regulator is a substantial moment in the largest MAX series member, which is still awaiting that firm final approval. New aircraft and variants, such as the 737-10, have come under an increased microscope during those certification programs in recent years. A fine microscope generally stems from the 737 MAX incidents in 2018 and 2019. These incidents highlighted flaws in the process of certifying aircraft and corner cuts that were taken, which jeopardized the plane's safety. As a result, checks, certification programs, and much more are taken with, you'd argue, an extra degree of caution, potentially leading to delays. However, this is to ensure that nothing like what happened on the 737-8 happens again. Boeing therefore has experienced substantial delays in obtaining certification with the 737-10 and the 737-7. These two remaining variants in the MAX program are currently undelivered and awaiting that approval. Meanwhile, Boeing has also seen its new long-haul 777X's EIS pushed back continuously. Current estimates see a 2025 EIS, or entry into service, which is 5 years later than initially targeted. Cerium data indicates that 849 737-10s remain on order, with 77 on option. This is spread across 16 airlines and brings the total to 926 jets. Therefore, while the plane is yet to be approved, it has undoubtedly made a mark on the industry, and with customers worldwide flocking to the higher capacity variant. When will certification arrive? It seems to be the question on so many people's lips. While a critical step has been approved to begin flight testing for the 737-10, the process to certification is still some time away. It won't happen overnight. Boeing would ideally want certification done by the end of 2024, however this could very easily slip. Even with a certification approval, say towards the back end of 2024, and then you are relying on fulfilling the requirements of the FAA, which can be ever-changing, airlines would still be unlikely to fly the jet before 2025 anyway. So there is a very real possibility that the 777-9 and the 737-10 enter service in the same year, in what would be a massive year for Boeing to mark the midway point of this decade. Over to Lufthansa Cargo, who have announced its LCC Evolution project and additional plans to invest around 500 million euros into its warehouse system located at Frankfurt Airport. The significant overhaul should enhance Lufthansa Cargo's operations into future decades and increase its position as a leading choice. The modernization of Lufthansa Cargo's Frankfurt hub has quickly become of paramount importance. This mainly follows construction work beginning in August of this year on a new 40-meter-high, tall high bay warehouse. This warehouse includes automated transport systems and the enhancement of other buildings and storage facilities that are crucial to the Lufthansa Cargo operation. Lufthansa Cargo says almost 500 million euros will be invested into the significant project, which should be completed by 2030. At completion, forecasts say more than 70,000 square meters will be covered, thanks to Lufthansa Cargo's presence. Construction partner Ed Zubelin AG of Frankfurt, I know I probably butchered the pronunciation there, so I can only apologize, has been signed to play a pivotal part of future works that'll take place across an 8-year period to bring this vision eventually to life. While a 2030 completion has been revealed, the cargo division says that the first parts of the automated transport system and construction of the first 2 building modules will conclude in 2027. As part of this process alone, there will be a lot of complex implementation. See, there's a lot of construction, but also Lufthansa Cargo needs to maintain a robust 24/7 business and navigate the potential challenges that they face, with construction occurring at the exact same time. Lufthansa Cargo currently operates a fleet of A321 P2Fs and 777Fs. This ties in with its daily flying. The division has a total of 11 dedicated 777 freighters, and these average an age of 7.2 years. Meanwhile, data showcases 3 in-service A321 P2Fs and 1 parked, bringing the total to 4 units. Lufthansa Cargo actually saw revenues tally 4.6 billion euros in 2022, alongside the transport of 7.2 billion freight ton kilometers. As a result, the division has been hugely important not just for the Lufthansa group, but it has truly worked its way to be a leading company in the air freight transport market. With 4,100 employees, they really do focus on airport-to-airport operations, with services extending to around 300 destinations in more than 100 countries. It is pretty impressive, and no doubt equipping their base in Frankfurt with enhanced systems will aid them for decades to come. The final story of today sits with China Airlines, that will sell 5 Boeing 747-400 freighters following a mandate issued towards AMS Aircraft Services, or more just simply AMS. Cerium data shows that China Airlines has 17 747-400Fs currently within its operation, however 13 remain in service, with 4 in storage. AMS Aircraft Services say that the 5 aircraft being sold are all equipped with the CF6 engines. The aircraft that are being sold, if you're after the exact specifics, were manufactured between 2001 and 2003, a 2-year period. China Airlines' 747 freighters average around 19.8 years. The oldest unit is at 23.4. Therefore, if we're taking a look at their cargo and also passenger operations, they are the oldest aircraft type. Cerium data indicates that B18701, B18709, B18719, and finally B-18716 are the registrations currently in storage. That is 4 units, but a 5th one will be sold. Permitting the request for proposal process, AMS says the freighters will be available for delivery between April and October of 2024, but further details necessarily surrounding the sale and the aircraft are far and few between, as AMS really does enter the initial stages of this selling process. China Airlines is slowly saying goodbye to the 747-400Fs, and additionally they are studying the next generation aircraft per reports from Reuters last year. This would be for either Airbus or Boeing planes, and could see a potential future deal for the A350F or 777-8F. China Airlines would therefore join a long list of companies that are exploring and evaluating the freighter options to determine the best possible direction moving forward. That is going to conclude today's aviation news recap. Thank you so much for the support. Please do take care and also be safe. Make sure to leave any thoughts you may have down below in the comments, where the community will no doubt join you in a fun interactive discussion. Take care, and please remember to stay tuned tomorrow at the exact same time in the same place for your latest industry recap.
And we'll fly.